Hey, what if I told you that a tiny two-letter word could be your secret weapon for amazing English conversations? Seriously, we're not going to get bogged down in boring grammar rules today. Instead, we're adding a real powerhouse to your vocabulary, the word if.
Just think about it for a second. What if just one little word could help you make plans, give awesome advice, and even talk about your biggest dreams, all while sounding way more natural? Well, that word is if. And trust me, by the end of this, you are going to be using it like a total pro. All right, so just so you know, this is a special bonus explainer made for all of Francisco's English students out there. We're jumping into some really brilliant ideas from a blog post by the author Lopez, who just has this amazing way of making everything super simple and clear. So let's start building our if toolkit. First up, we've got what I like to call the reality checker. In his blog, Lopez calls this the fact and habit type, which is a perfect name, really, because it's for stuff that's just always true. It's the most basic tool, and you probably already use it without even realizing it. The reality checker is your go-to for those cause and effect things that are 100% true. You know, like scientific facts or your own little habits. And the formula? It could not be easier. The if part is in the present simple tense. And guess what? The result is also in the present simple. If this happens, then that happens. That's it. Let's look at a couple of real-life examples. If you heat water, it boils. That's a science fact, right? Always true. Or how about this one? If I get a headache, I take a break. That's just a personal habit. See how simple that is? Both parts are in the present tense. Heat, boils. Get, take. You're just stating a fact. Easy.
Okay, tool number 1 is in the bag. Now, let's grab tool number 2, the one you're going to use all the time for making plans. Let's talk about the future planner. This is where we start looking at what might actually happen.
So, when we're talking about a possible future event, the formula just gets a tiny little upgrade. The if part, that stays in the simple present. But the result part, that's where we add the word will. And that little word is the key. It's the signal that we're talking about a real possibility, not some kind of guarantee.
Check these out. If it rains, that's present tense, right? We will cancel. See, that's the future result. But here's what's really cool, and this is something Lopez points out that I love. You can swap out will for other words like might to sound even more natural. Like, if I save enough money, I might travel to Japan. It just gives your English that perfect, flexible conversational feel.
All right, you ready for the really fun one? Our third and final tool is all about imagination. It's for daydreams and for giving some really great advice. It is time to fire up the dream machine.
Okay, so here's the secret to the dream machine. We use it for things that are not real right now. They're hypothetical. And to show that, the grammar does this super clever little trick. The if part of the sentence actually shifts into the simple past, and the result uses that magic word, would. It's like a secret code to your listener that says, hey, we're just imagining here. For example, if I had $1 million, which I don't, so I use the past tense, I would buy an island. Makes sense, right? And you have to pay close attention to this last one. If I were you, oh man, this is the absolute classic go-to phrase for giving advice in English. It's so useful to have this one ready to go. Now, Lopez also highlights a couple of super common mistakes that, honestly, are so easy to fix once you see them. A lot of people want to put will or would right in the if part of the sentence. They'll say something like, if I will go, or if I would be rich. But remember our tools. Those words, will and would, they belong in the result part of the sentence. So look, if you only remember one single thing from this entire explainer, please make it this. As a general rule, you should never, ever, ever use will or would immediately after the word if. It's that simple. The if part gets the simple tense, the result part gets the will or the would. Got it? Awesome.
Okay, you've seen the tools in the toolkit, now it's time to actually use them. Let's get our hands dirty. Don't worry, this'll be fun. We're just going to do a few quick exercises to make sure all of this really sticks.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. If I finish my work early, I blank you. And the verb is call. What do you think? Go ahead, pause the explainer right now and say your answer out loud. You got it? The correct answer is will call. Why? Because this is a future possibility. So we need our future planner tool for this one. Great start. Ready for the next one? If she blank closer, we would see her more often. And the verb is live. Okay, take a second, pause and think. You ready? The answer is lived. That word would in the second half is our big clue. It tells us this is a hypothetical, an unreal situation.
So we've got to use the Dream Machine tool.
All right, last one. This one's got 2 blanks to fill. If I blank a headache, I usually blank a break. And your verbs are get and take. Go ahead and pause. Okay, the answers are get and take. That word usually is our giant hint that this is a personal habit. It's something that's always true for me. So we just need the good old reality checker tool. Fantastic job.
And there you have it. That is your complete if toolkit. You've got the reality checker for facts, the future planner for your plans, and the dream machine for all your dreams and advice. Now, for all of Francisco's students watching this, here's your mission. Try to use all 3 of these tools this week. And hey, if you're not one of his students but you enjoyed this, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. And you know what? Maybe even check out Francisco's classes to learn more.
So, I'm going to leave you with one last question, and we're going to use our brand new Dream Machine tool to do it. What would you do if you could speak English perfectly for just one day? Let me know down in the comments below. It's a great way to practice. Thanks so much for watching. Keep up the amazing work, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy speaking!